Hello everyone, and welcome to Nailed It Intuition and Tarot. I am Torch, and I'm super happy today to be bringing you a reading about the Judgment card. So every month I will be doing readings of the Major Arcana cards that reduce to the same number as the month. So this being the second month of the year, February, I am doing all of the Major Arcanas, readings dedicated to all of the Major Arcanas that reduce to the number 2. So earlier this month, I did a High Priestess reading. I also did the Justice card. And so now it's time for a reading on the Judgment card, which in this deck, taken from the Druid Tarot, is the number 20 called. It's called Rebirth, but it is the Judgment card. And we do, if you're a tarot lover, you know that the Judgment card can often signal a rebirth. So super happy to bring this reading for you here today, and we'll see what the cards have to say. Oh, my candle's not lit. Please do remember that all intuitive messages and tarot messages are for entertainment purposes only. If you do recognize some aspect of yourself or circumstances in this reading, only takes what brings you back to your own personal power. You've got your own intuition and wisdom, so please use common sense and judgment as you listen. You have free will and are never under any force or spell because of viewing my content. And so I will speak the invocation as I get the cards shuffled. So I am calling upon the I Am presence living within us and permeating all of creation and consciousness to join me now. I welcome you and your holy ones of the highest vibration into this space to surround, protect, and guide this reading. Any energies or entities not mentioned and not aligned with this highest truth are not welcome here and must leave now. Our souls have a plan. May this reading clear obstacles, dismantle illusions, and reveal what is meant to be seen along the path of our souls. May the roads which lead to the manifestation of our truest soul desires be now open, clearly, divinely guided, and with ease. My intent for this message is to deliver peace, love, truth, wisdom, and empowerment. May my understanding and speech be plain and clear so that only what is needed to serve this intention is spoken. And may those who are meant to hear this message receive the aforementioned, pure and unperverted by fear or illusion. And so it is uttered, and so it is done. All right. So the decks I'm using today is the Modern Day Spellcasters, the Messages from the Universe, and the Witch's Tarot. And as I mentioned, this one comes from the Druid Tarot. Okay, so this will be my clarifying deck if I need it. And Messages from the Universe will be for our closing, but for the main reading, we're going to use the Modern Day Spellcasters deck. Okay, so please show me clearly how energy of judgment is showing its face within the month of February. Please show me clearly how the energy of judgment is showing its face the month of February. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your truth and wisdom. Thank you for guiding us. Thank you for living within us. Thank you for the power that we have. Thank you for the power that we have. Okay. So the cards that we have on the table here are the Moon, the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, the Temperance card, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Wands. All right, so give me a moment to sit with this energy to see what the cards are saying. You know, I feel you taking, as we know, a lot of times this judgment, the idea of judgment is definitely something being reborn. But if you look at the symbology within this card, you almost have some like an angel here sounding a horn to herald the coming out of this baby here. So something definitely within you is being made new. after this, you know, there's a tomb here with a really dark tomb here. So to me, if this baby was inside of that tomb, it has the idea of like the caterpillar inside of the cocoon. It's dark in there, it's wet, it's cold, but then it emerges into a butterfly. So there's a transformation type of energy that's taking place here too. But mostly I do feel that something is becoming new from a period of quiet, of silence, even maybe a period of darkness, okay? So, and I mention that because I'm seeing the Eight of Swords here and the Moon card kind of anchoring the reading here on the top row. And what I feel is that, you know, if you're this person, the Nine of Pentacles, who, you know, has some measure of success, has some measure of, you know, being able to provide for oneself, being able to take care of oneself, it feels like a princess trapped inside of a house, okay, with the Moon card and the Eight of Swords here. So this could be like literally trapped, like being in jail or something like that. But with the Eight of Swords, for the most part, it's really like limiting beliefs that are trapping this person. They think that they're trapped, but they're really not. And what I feel is that, you know, if you've been pretty content and pretty comfortable in your life to date, but you're not really seeing a lot of change, you're not really seeing a lot of movement, you're not really seeing a lot of progress, and it's just been like monotony and like doing the same old, day in, day out. And the reason that nothing is changing is because you have some fears. It's like, I feel this as like a wall of fear keeping this woman in the Nine of Pentacles behind that wall. And so, yeah, she's safe, okay, but she's not growing. She's not going anywhere. She's not moving. And you see she's kind of sitting there with this squirrel, and it's like you've looked at this same squirrel every day in the same spot for the last 15 years or whatever. So I see this as, you know, going from a place where there hasn't really, you know, all your basic needs are being met, you're taking care of yourself, the bills are paid, but there's part of you that's wanting to explore and like try new things, new foods, travel maybe, or just think different thoughts. But there's been a fear here about, it's like thinking of the worst case scenario in a situation, and it's like, oh, but I can't leave the house because if I leave the house, then this might happen or that might happen. And like whatever you would consider to be like your deepest fear here is what's kind of keeping you stuck in this situation. And I see that further down here in the second row with the Queen of Pentacles sitting next to the Four of Pentacles. Like, you're very well cared for, okay? But it's like life and the world has so much more in store for you. And maybe this isn't just like mental barriers and limiting thoughts. Maybe this is also like some external resistance coming in that is not, this could be external forces, whatever it is, like with the Moon energy being here. I feel like this might not even be something that you recognize. Like, it's so old, it's so subconscious, it's buried so deep. Like, these might not even be fears that you're aware of. So I'm gonna pull from this Witch's Tarot to see what is this Moon card talking about, and the Eight of Swords. What's keeping you in this space? Moon card and Eight of Swords. What is keeping you in this space? And here we have the Eight of Cups and the Fool. And and the Ace of Cups. Okay, so with the Seven of Cups at the bottom, lots of Cups cards here. Wow. Yeah, I'm feeling this as like, you know, you're not satisfied with the life that you have, and you've walked away from a lot. Like, this has a very like negating type of energy. Like, you said no to this situation, that person, going to this place, but yet and still you haven't allowed anything new to come in. And like, there's a fear here of being loved, I feel. Maybe you've been hurt a lot, like with the Fool card sitting next to the Ace of Cups. I feel like there's a message of like being afraid of the unknown. You know, you wonder, you know, am I going to be loved? Am I going to be accepted? Are people going to treat me well? And it feels to me like this is a very confusing type of energy, and just a lot of doubt. Okay, so I definitely feel a level of loneliness next to you at this point, because it's like, I ain't got nobody that I can depend on. Like, all you have is you and yourself, but there's nothing that you have pouring into you. Okay, and your cup isn't being full. And so I feel like that's the judgment here. It's, are you going to be able to open up a bit, allow this rebirth to happen, start to have a little bit of faith that, you know, if you choose love, if you choose to open your heart, if you choose to let people in, if you choose to try new things, that you're not going to be a fool. Because I think that at some point you may have felt like this, like that somebody made a fool of you, or that you made a fool out of yourself, that you were naive or vulnerable and taken advantage of. And there's a lack of trust in what you have experienced, where it's like, do I even believe that love is possible? Do I believe that I am lovable? And I think that, you know, you love yourself. Okay, I'm not feeling here that you don't love yourself. This feels to me like a lack of faith in your options and what's available to you, that you can let someone inside and they're not going to disappoint you, or that you just have freedom to open your heart and be able to find a safe space. Can I get some energy about the Eight of Swords here? The Eight of Swords, please. The Eight of Swords. Okay, the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords. Okay, and the Ace of Wands. Wow. This energy feels very, very primal to me. You know, like there's a sexual energy here with this this Ace of Wands, and I don't mean sexual in like a kinky way, but it's almost like a very fertile, your ability to grow, your ability to have like a creative spark, your ability to just have freedom. Because with the Page of Swords, you know, this is, all the pages represent like childlike energy. And I feel like there's an aspect of you that like wants to be reborn again in your mind space, wants to be curious, wants to again like explore and ask questions. And you know how kids are, like they're singing and they're and they're dancing and they're talking a lot, and like why? And I feel like this energy, like this inner child, even maybe within you, has not had an opportunity to kind of just come out and be seen. because this feels to me like a person who has just been really bogged down with the humdrum, the mundane of life, you know, chop wood, carry water, pay the bills, go to work, feed yourself, cook the food, like, and what you're missing here, what you miss, like what you really, really miss is feeling alive again. And I feel like you've had to shut a lot out and like really protect yourself. So I get a real like worn out energy here. Like, I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of defending, you know, and like you just want so much different and so much better and like a different experience for yourself. But you've been so afraid to try anything new because of what you've been in the past. Okay, I understand this. So please show me what is being reborn in this situation? What is being reborn in the situation? We've got the Eight of Wands. Okay, that's some change coming in. What is being reborn? Please show me clearly. The Knight of Cups. Oh, we got the Eight of Swords here again. And the Five of Wands and the Ten of Swords. Holy shit. Okay, but I asked what was being reborn. So the key here is that for something to be born, something's got to die. All right, so here's the Ten of Swords. You're getting a second chance at hope here, a second chance at love. I feel like there's going to be someone, a Knight of Cups, potentially a water sign, or this can, so water signs are Pisces, Scorpio, and, oh God, what's the other one? Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Have mercy. With this Eight of Wands, making advancements towards you, or just some loving gesture, okay? Someone like, hey, come out and play. Hey, I see you in there behind your wall and your pretty electric fence. Like, do you want to come out and play? Like, I feel this lighthearted type of spirit behind this. So you might actually be getting opportunities to come out. It's like life is trying to show you something different. Life is trying to rewrite this story of like suffering and conflict and my hands are tied and I've got no place to go. But you have to be willing to take these blinders off, see yourself, see your situation clearly, and try something new and different and actually open your heart. Okay? I feel like this is what is being reborn. So if you start in your day-to-day life, look, we got the Seven of Wands here twice. Man, are you putting up a fight? No, get off of my lawn. Like, it's got that kind of like energy to it. Okay, but I feel like this is all in your head because all we see are these Eight of Swords. I get the feeling like the divine, like, tell me more about this, what this Knight of Cups is coming through with the Eight of Wands. What's coming through with the Eight of Wands? Yeah, Three of Wands, let's make some plans. Five of Pentacles, oh, you know, people who want to help you to feel better. They want to include you. They want to help you feel seen, help you feel noticed, help you feel appreciated. Okay, the Queen of Cups and the Five of Swords, where there's been some conflict. You know, like, let's talk about it. Let's soothe this over. I care about you. I don't want to fight anymore. Like, somebody doesn't want to fight anymore. Somebody wants to maybe even apologize or forgive you or ask you to forgive them. Let's make amends. Let's bury the hatchet. Let's stop hurting one another. Let's try to Give this another go. Give this another shot. You know, someone sees potential in you, but it feels like there's a lot of water under the bridge here. Okay. And now, again, this could very well be somebody from your past, because we do have the Judgment card here. I don't see the Six of Cups, but with this Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and Five of Wands, we got 3 5s here. If you've been seeing 555, this reading might be for you also. But I feel like there's someone coming in here with pure intentions, trying to show you something new, show you something different, have a little bit of fun, okay? Looking forward to making plans, looking forward to the future. What else is here? The Emperor, the Three of Swords, and the Ten of Wands, who's trying to show you something different. They've been hurt too. They understand. They've been alone for a while. They've been hurt too. They understand. You know, I feel very much like whoever this person is, they've walked a very similar path as you. And they've had to take ownership and accountability of the things that have happened to them in their life. And they want to try something new and different with you. They want to try something new and different. So, what else do you have to say about this? Is there any advice? Is there any advice? Please show me advice for this situation. Oh, wait a minute. I missed a card. The Star. Healing. Heal it. Wish fulfillment. Faith. That's the Star card. Okay, there's an opportunity here. Oh, Seven of Wands on the table. If you've been seeing 777, this reading might also be for you. Okay. Anything else? Okay, thank you. Six of Swords. Oh, Ten of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. So as the advice, what I feel like this is saying is, you know, you need to start to have hope again. Start to have hope so that you begin to just, you know, move away from what doesn't serve you, move away from the thoughts that don't serve you anymore. Because I get the feeling that you already feel burdened. You feel very burdened with these 8 swords that you've been carrying around. You don't even want to carry them anymore. So it's literally like, you know, with the Six of Swords, you know, take the lessons that you needed to take, but keep living. Keep living. You drew some conclusions from your hurt that you didn't need to. And it's like you're turning the sword on over against yourself when you should really just be learning the lesson. You know, the lesson was, don't touch the hot stove. It wasn't, you know, stoves are bad. And I'll always want to touch the stove. I can't be helped. I always want things that aren't good for me. I'm always going to hurt myself. I don't trust myself. It's like, no, that wasn't the lesson. The lesson is, don't touch hot stoves. Like, and it's literally that easy. So, and with the Seven of Wands, you know, the advice that I'm seeing here is, you know, see where you've been overly defending yourself. And it's encouraging you to stay on guard for that, but it's almost like there's a softness that I feel this is asking you for. You know, like, you don't need to walk around bitter. You don't need to walk around upset. You don't need to isolate yourself. It's just when you notice red flags, say no. And that's enough. And you don't have to get mad. You don't have to get sad. You know, just say no. And move on. Enjoy the rest of your day, you know. And with the Wheel of Fortune, you know, I do get the feeling that like everything you've learned, so you see the Ten of Wands here, the wands he has here are like all the lessons and knowledge and wisdom that he's had headed towards a different destination. And I feel that the wheel is turning and there's somewhere that life is trying to take you. But you got to decrease your loads, you know? This feels like, you know, bag lady. Like you got a lot of baggage. And into this next stage, you need to come naked, come open, come willing, come unburdened. And you have to be willing to love yourself enough to let yourself experience something different. If you're going to live from a place of fear, you're going to attract things that make you afraid. So take the lessons, you know, chew the meat and throw out the bone. Like that what was supposed to happen here. You know, get rid of the bathwater, but keep the baby. So I want to see what the messages from universe have to tell us about this. You know, I just thought about my mermaid oracle deck too. I think I want to get the mermaid deck out here also. Okay. Any closing messages from the universe? Closing messages from the universe. Closing messages from the universe. Okay, we'll see if I get one. I thought about the mermaid deck, so I might not even get anything from this one, but we'll see if something wants to come out. Almost. Oh, there's one. Okay. If something deep within you tells you that something is not quite right, trust it. Again, just say no. If you are unhappy in your life, change it. It is entirely up to you. Stop making excuses. You're in control of your own life. Like, yeah, like if you're not happy and you're bored and you want to switch it up, then go ahead and do that. You know, like literally, like this, like some things are just so easy. Like you just make up your mind, like, you know what? Maybe I did overthink that situation. Maybe I have been, you know, spiraling out of control and just letting my mind go everywhere. Maybe I haven't been exercising proper control over my mind. Maybe I have been recycling the past in my mind and making it seem like the worst case scenario is actually going to happen. Maybe I haven't been really giving myself the benefit of the doubt. Maybe I haven't forgiven myself. Like those are the things that need to happen in order for you to have the balls to try something different. You can forgive you. You know, one thing I used to do a lot of times is say marriage vows to myself. I torch, take you torch, for better or worse, till death do us part, for sickness and health. Like, I will never betray you. I won't lie to you. And, you know, I feel like, you know, if you do some mirror work, like take a mirror and like actually look at yourself and say these things to you. The Ho'oponopono prayer, you know, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I remixed it myself. I love you. I will take care of you. Thank you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. I love you. I will take care of you. Thank you. Mirror work, you recite this. I usually start with about 10 times, but if you're looking at yourself saying this, it'll unlock something and start to really allow you to come into a better relationship with yourself, because I feel like by you isolating yourself from other people, you have isolated a part of you, like one of your soul parts, and told yourself that I don't have to be happy to live life. Like, oh, I can live an okay life. I can live an okay life if I just stay locked up in my castle. You know, like, oh, I don't have to travel. You know, if I never get, you know, partnered, it's okay. If I never find real love, that's okay. You know, I feel this like you stopped dreaming because you were scared, You are going to get hurt, but it's something that you really want. Like, you really want this, and you're bored to death. And it doesn't really seem like you have anything to lose except to end up with a bunch of regrets. So I'm just going to repeat this. If you are unhappy in your life, change something. It's up to you. You're in control of your own life. Like, you have so much authority here. And please believe me, there are other people in life that have been through the exact same thing that you have. And I feel like there's somebody coming around trying to show you something different who can relate to you. But if you never get out from behind your four walls, you know, yeah, you're keeping out the bad stuff, but you're keeping out the good stuff too. Life is trying to show you something different. Okay, any advice for this? Oh, there we go. I knew you had something for me today. Contemplation's time. Spend time alone, meditating upon what you truly desire. Stop lying to yourself. I can see it. The cards see it, okay? We're sick of you. We love you, but we're sick of you, okay? Be honest with yourself about what you want. Because you've been lying to yourself, telling you that you don't want stuff that you really do want. It's just that you're afraid that you can't get it, but you really can. It's available. Like, that cycle is over. Okay? You know what comes after the Judgment card? It's the World card. Completion, maturation, energy. All right? You got this. You got this. You got this. Pay attention. Notice repetitious signs and your inner guidance, as this can lead valuable information. Your intuition is going to be speaking to you. Again, you don't have to be an asshole. When you notice red flags, just say no. Because if you don't say no and you hold hands with that person or sign that contract, you're going to regret it. Like, you've learned these lessons. It's not even rocket science at this point. You just need to trust yourself that, you know, if I know better, I can also do better. I loved this reading. This is great. This is easy, y'all. Okay, this is easy. Don't make this bigger than it has to be. All right? But be honest with yourself. Okay. Thank you so much for your love and support. If you have ideas for readings that you would like me to do, put it in the comments. Also, let me know how this reading hit for you. Is it even something useful? If it's not helpful to you, maybe you can share this reading with somebody who you think it might help. Please subscribe if you've been watching me for a while and you like how I read. And don't forget to hit that like button. And until next time, I will see you soon. Take good care. Bye-bye.